Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about a book which I think everybody should pick up no matter their age, gender or where they are in life, because this book really changed my outlook and my perspective of a society we live in. And it might just do the same for you. And the book is Invisible Women by Caroline Criado Perez. And in this book she talks about data bias in the world that is designed for men. And what data bias means is that when new things are developed or implemented or decisions are being made by people in power, they look at data that is based on men or what men want or the male body, whatever it is, just because the data isn't collected from women, so they are not included in studies or only make up a small percentage. And when there is data that really highlights what women need and how women differ from men, this data is often ignored just because it skews the results of only testing men, and women are so complicated. And ignoring data or just not collecting it disadvantages women in all aspects of life. And exactly this is what this book focuses on. It is built up in multiple chapters, and every chapter focuses on a different aspect. So for example, urban planning, the work life, how work is distributed in the home, unpaid labor by women, women in politics, just everything. And this book really illustrates nicely how men are seen as the default human, whilst women are kind of the exception or the non-standard. And what I really liked about this book is that Caroline Criado Perez gives sources. I think giving your sources when you're claiming something is important in all non-fiction areas. And no matter what she claims, you can find her source in the appendix. And there were instances whilst I was reading this book where I sat there dumbfounded thinking, this can't be true. People can't be so stupid and ignorant. And then I looked up the source and saw, yes, they are. And with all the facts and data this book gives you, it is a heavy read. I am a person who cries when she's angry or frustrated, and there were so many instances whilst reading this book that I teared up and was literally shaking with rage. And I took really long to finish this book just because it's 16 chapters, which doesn't say anything, but I had to take a break after every single chapter, calm down and really process the information I just got, because my emotions were everywhere. I could not believe some of the things I was reading in this book. Whilst reading this book, I felt despair and hopelessness so many times because the system is just so broken and the people in power have no interest at all in changing the system. But at the same time, this book is a beacon of hope for me. Just because whenever you want to implement change, education is the first step. And this book is so educational. While there are people who say, what's the point of focusing on the negative if you don't give solutions? And what's the uplifting story behind this book? I say this book is not supposed to be uplifting, and it would be insulting to women if it was. There is no reason why we should further comfort white men and just focus on their feelings, because that's what society has done for hundreds of years. As I said before, this book is so important and it educated me so much, and I think there are few people who would take nothing out of this book. I think Caroline Criado Perez is an inspirational, strong woman, and I am so thankful for the work she's done. And I think there are few people who won't gather new information by reading this book. So go to your bookstore, go to your library. If you know a friend or a family member who has this book, borrow it from them, because education is so important. At this point, my emotions are still all over the place and I have to process all the information I got here, which is why I'm going to finish up my review here. Thank you so much for watching my video. It really means a lot. I would really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel and left a like there. Next week I'm going to do my August wrap-up, so you can look forward to that, and I'll see you then. Bye!